Injuries right now. D Hall has a great toe sprain. He's going to have to get an MRI. Larivas had a calf strain, came out of the game. Golston had a hand fracture, came back into the game. Morgan Moses had an elbow sprain, came back in the game. Sean Laval had an ankle sprain. He came out of the game. He'll be day-to-day.
Jay, I know you guys were obviously hoping to build on just more self-inflicted wounds. What it looked like. How do you assess it?
Yeah, I mean, that's exactly right. Give credit to the Giants. Some of them were self-inflicted. Some of them, they were flying around to the ball and made some plays. But, all these are learning experiences. And you go on the road and you play a big division game, a rivalry game like this, you turn the ball over 3 times and have a punt blocked. I would say it's going to be very tough to overcome.
Jay, how disappointing are those special teams? I know you wanted to get them corrected from last week where you almost had a punt blocked. I guess Plummer was the guy in on that.
Yeah. It's just, you work on them every day. And unfortunately, we gave up the pressure again, very similar fashion. And we almost had the first one blocked. And then they came out and blocked the second one. So, we got to get it corrected, obviously. You talk about losing some key special teams players. We got to get some guys in there to step up and fill their shoes quickly.
Kirk had a number of missteps there early, and then the interception. What did you see from him overall?
Yeah, the first interception was really a great play by the corner. He made a great break on the football. It was a timing throw, a bang-bang play, and it was a great break. The second one, was first down and 10. It was a play-action pass, and, when you're throwing the ball across the middle of the field like that, you better be dang sure that it's complete or you throw it away and live to fight another day on 2nd and 10. So that one was unfortunate. But overall, he competed, and, really nobody played good enough tonight. Nobody coached good enough tonight to win. Offensive line, defensive line, special teams, defensive backs. Last week I thought it was a total team effort in the victory. This week it was a total team effort in the loss. So we're consistent in that regard.
Jay, with no running game, a lot of the penalties on offense, is it too much for Kirk at this point in his development to throw it all on his shoulders and say, go out there?
Well, that's too much for a lot of quarterbacks. There's only a handful, and I don't even know how many there are that can overcome a lead like that on the road in a big division game. But we just have to keep working at it, and we have to try to stay balanced. To go down 9-0, and then they controlled the clock there in the third quarter. I think their opening drive of third quarter was like 9 or 10 minutes. Just felt like forever. We got to do some things around him. We can't make this all about the quarterback. We got to create some turnovers on defense. We got to continue to run the ball, and receivers got to make some plays. And Kirk's got to do better. We all got to do better.
Jay, 2 things on the running game. Was there anything wrong with Alfred? He was used so sparingly.
No, I don't think there was. I think it was just different personnel groupings. We call for different backs. It just happened to play out like that. Like I said, it's we're not playing favorites right now. We're just trying to play fresh guys, and it just so happened when Matt was in the game, running plays were called.
What did they do that made it so hard to get the running game?
I just don't think we sustained blocks as well as we did last week. I think they got off blocks. I think our tight ends and linemen and their backers came free a couple times. They just made some very good plays. They're sound defensively. Hats off to Coach Spags, and they were ready to go. We just couldn't get any running lanes going.
Sacks and takeaways are something that you've been kind of elusive. What's it going to take to get those, your defense to supply those for you to kind of help out your offense?
Yeah, they did a great job of obviously controlling the tempo of the game, and then they were in very positive third downs, very similar to the way we were last week offensively against St. Louis. They were like that against us. They were able to convert to third downs. They were able to milk the clock and keep us off the field. The big thing is stopping the run like it always is and trying to get them into some third and longs. And we just didn't get any pressure on Eli. He was comfortable back there, getting the ball out of his hands quick. Very hard to get sacks when he's throwing the ball so quick. And they were just moving the chains. Very good game plan by Coach McAdoo, and I give him credit.
Jones has 2 fumbles in 2 weeks. That one looks like he got poked out. Do you tell him maybe don't leave your feet, get out of bounds in the situation?
He's competing and trying to score. We talk about ball security, and we practice drills that are pretty cool. It's just a matter of going out when you're competing and trying to stretch the ball out over the end zone. You got to be really careful. But I thought the guys competed till the end, which was a good sign. We just got to bounce back.
How serious is the toe injury?
They're varying degrees. For defensive back, even if it's just turf toe, that can be a long time. And we had Logan Paulson, who's out for the year with the toe injury. He had to have surgery. So there's different degrees. We don't know what degree this is, and we're hoping for the best. But by the way he walked off the field, I'm not too thrilled that it's going to be a short-term injury.
Any thoughts about going to cold there? Is that going to be a decision at all? Or is
No. Kirk was fine. We, like I said, we got to play better around him, and there's no quarterback controversy whatsoever.
Jay, when you guys played the Giants last in that primetime game, coming off the loss to Philly, people were feeling pretty good about themselves. The team was feeling good about last week's game. Did you feel any sort of negative carry, or did you feel like this team did have the kind of mindset going into this game that you wanted?
I thought they had a good mindset. I thought they prepared extremely well. Man, we had a good couple days of practice, walkthroughs, and I thought they were ready to go. I thought their confidence level was pretty good. I thought they were ready. We just came out and had some bad things happen to us early, and we were never able to recover. And like I said, you got to give them credit, but we haven't handled adversity very well. Week one it was the penalties we didn't overcome. This week it was the turnovers. We just couldn't overcome them. So we got to figure out a way to, when bad things happen, we give up a lead, we have to figure a way to get some turnovers, make some plays, and flip the script. We just haven't been able to do that here since I've been here.
With the penalties, is that you can say don't do it? Is there anything more you can say to those guys other than just don't do them?
Some of them are, hard calls, like the first offensive PI. I don't know what you tell Jordan Reed. He's running inside breaking route. He got jammed, and the linebacker ran into him, and they called offensive PI. Instead of 1st and 10 at their 40 where you get a punt and it's blocked. So it's a huge call in the game, but I don't know what to tell them on that one. But some of them, I'll have to check out the film. But we'll have to see, and if they're coaching fundamental issues, then we got to get it corrected as a staff. If they're players being lazy and holding people and doing things like that, then the players got to obviously watch what they're doing.
Jay, when Kendrick broke his hand, he was on the kick return, though, correct? Still at the.
Kendrick came back and played, yeah.
Yeah, so he played through it.
Yep.
anyone else? Thank you, Coach.
Okay.
Kirk Simmons.